Hello everyone, happy Thursday. Today we're gonna craft the spring ducks, and I'm gonna send this out really quick to everyone to let them know today's the day we're doing the spring ducks. Alrighty, hello friends. If you're on the replay, you can always chime in and say hello. I may not see it till much later, but that's okay. Let's see. Do it really quick. Try to send this out. Craft a spring ducks with me. Paste. Alright. Okay, let's see. That looks to be good. Alright, let's go back to Facebook. Hello everyone. Welcome. Today is also Crafty Crate. So I will be, it is 4:06. I think I have plenty of time to do these ducks. There's only 3 in the set for this one, so I feel like I got plenty of time to take my time. Hello everyone. Let me plug in my phone. So we have a battery. You like my shirt? This was a t-shirt club shirt. It is from, I think, June's shirt last year, and I feel like it's just super cute. I like it. I like the whimsy flowery shirt. I just have a style that I like. Not that everybody else likes it, but I certainly like it a lot. I like it. You got your new shirt today. So cute. I sure hope you don't. And the t-shirt of the month. So we're going to probably continue the t-shirt club even as we like phase out the t-shirts, because I think that it's 12 shirts a year. If people want to get 12, one of the 12, fantastic. We can probably likely manage that, but I love the t-shirt club. I think it's so fun. Our shirt this month is so cute. Oh my gosh. I'm taking it with me to, well, providing the weather permits. We're supposed to leave Sunday, but apparently there's this major weather coming through. So, we're going to just see what happens on Sunday, because we're supposed to leave that day, and we're going to divide our travel time on Sunday and Monday. So we'll probably leave a little later on Sunday, but it's literally playing it by ear. But I plan to take my t-shirt with me to Mastermind as one of my t-shirts that I'm going to wear while we're on. So I love it. April's already wore hers. She is in love with that shirt, so she's already worn it. In 2026, Susan, we are going to probably phase them out in 2026. I shared that probably maybe in October of last year. We're just, you have to look and project of where we spend our time. And I don't have the time. I don't have the time. I wish I did. I don't have additional time on my schedule to go in there, be live, make shirts, be the person for that. And so the person who was going to do it when we first launched them, she was at the warehouse all the time. That was Michelle. And she decided to homeschool her kids. And so rather than hiring someone else, I just tried to do it by myself. And I can't do it all. I can't. So something has to go. So if something's going to go that is not our primary business that we do, then it has to be something that, it doesn't mean we can't bring it back. But as far as expanding the collection, keeping we still have people who order our t-shirts. It's just I cannot keep up with product launches for t-shirts, product launches for crafting, product all the different thousands of collections we have. I am one person. And so it was either I'd have to hire 1 or 2 additional people for something that I don't know what the risk is in that. And so it is what it is. It happens. But I also can't compete with a lot of other companies where, and I said this multiple times, not that everybody sees all the videos, okay? Just hear me out. There are other t-shirt companies who, that is their main business. And there's t-shirt companies out there who they have hundreds of t-shirts that they're selling for $10 because that's their business. They're able to order in quantities that get their shirts to like $1. I am not getting my shirts for $1. They have a lot of in-house things that they do. They're ordering in such massive shipping container quantities that we can't compete with. But that's not to say that other small businesses can't be their own thing and be successful. What I'm saying to you is that I have a divided business. We have a crafting side of the business, which is 97% of our revenue. And then we have our t-shirt side of the business, which is like a 3% of our revenue. So when you start looking at where we're delegating our time, we need to delegate more time into the thing that is our primary business. But I think if we kept the t-shirt club, it would literally just be for fun. It would just be for fun at that point. It's, you know, it's for the people who come here who like to craft, who are like, oh, I just want a fun little shirt, you know, once a month. Absolutely. But to market hundreds of products in a whole nother collection is not on my radar or agenda or what I remotely planned. So it is what it is. But I think our t-shirts are really cute. I think that if I had more time or more people to give it the attention that it truly deserves, we would keep it around, but it's a lot. I lost what kind of glue you were using. We use Stick Fast. Stick Fast Thick. Stick Fast is the, some people use Surebond. Surebond? I think it's Surebond, or it's not Surebonder. I think it's Surebond. There's another type of glue that's comparable to Stick Fast that other people like to use. I've never used it. I don't know if I ever will use it. I do like Stick Fast, even though me and Stick Fast have this questionable relationship. Most of us do. Most of us do. So today is the spring ducks. Yesterday we did 2 of the layered flowers. They turned out absolutely adorable. I posted about them this morning. And then today we're doing these super cute little ducks. There is 3 of them in this set. So the duck collections, like all the little sitter friends that we have, there is a lady who makes those designs. It's Lucky Hearts Designs. She does every one of these sets, and she releases these the way that she makes them. So this set in particular has 3 ducks. There are no more ducks. I believe the summer ducks also was like 5 ducks. And I think there's another set possibly that has, I think Christmas might have 5 or 6. But this one in particular has 3. That's all I know. There is no other ducks with this set, so we just put 3 in the set, and if you want to grab the set, you can get it. If not, that's okay too. You've got to, you got that on your fingers? Yes, me too. I have it on this one right here, and I've scrubbed my fingers. I love getting something that I don't know what I'm getting. It's like Christmas every month. You know what's crazy is so many people tell us that they do not like our craft box because it's a surprise and they can't see what they're getting. And they have a lot of people who say, I don't like your t-shirts because I don't know what I'm going to get and I don't know if I'm going to want to wear it. And I understand, like, it's like you got 2 different groups of people there. You know, the people who love a surprise and the challenge, and then the people who are like, I can't with, like, it gives me anxiety not knowing what's coming. But I like the element of surprise. I think it's fun. So, I love the people who, this is very much tailored for the people who like a surprise, a mystery. But I love all the customers. I do. All right, so we're going to flip this over. We're going to do these spring ducks. I've got my little colors over here. I just picked them all out. And I am going to zoom out just a little bit more so it's not so super zoomed. I'm going to move my paints around. Do you have the file for the bee globe? We, the bee globe. I have, hold on a second, hold on. Are you talking about for the snow globe? We don't have the snow globe, like the actual globe interchangeable collection. I've thought about adding that one. We have the arch insert for the globe base, and I don't remember what's in here. This is love letters. We have a bee. Well, we have a bear. If there's a bee, I may have not seen the notification to get it, but the last one I got from her that was new was the love letters. I believe it was the love letters. The Be Mine and the love letters. I think that was the last of this one that I got for the arches. As far as the snow globe, I have not done her snow globe collection. Let me pull this up really quick. We have the spring bees. Okay, hang on. We have the moose, the spring moose. We have the spring bees. Those are cutting. Let's see. Search arch. I have not gotten any. I have not gotten this one. I don't know if that's what you're referring to, but I have all of these other ones. I also have this one, but I don't think we've cut that one yet. Yeah, I haven't gotten these three right here, and then the globe. Whoops. Globe. The globe. Can't spell. Yeah, we don't have this collection. This was the collection I wanted to add this year, but right now we are working on another collection that we have not got to yet. So if this is the globe your collection you're talking about, we don't have any of these yet. But it is on my list, and they are saved in my profile. Well, maybe the other one too. Let's go back to Facebook. Let's see. I also don't think I've gotten a shirt. A shirt you don't like. It's the same bee you just came out with. It's the Valentine bee. Bee we just came out with. Hang on. We have the Valentine's bee set here. You're talking about the spring bees. We have the spring bees file. It's not cut yet, but it is coming. Yeah, we have the spring. Yeah, I have that one. We have that one. It's the water snow globe with the Valentine bee. Yeah, we don't have any of that collection yet. going to watch for a little bit. I need to start getting ready for sleep study. I have one done tonight. Oh, nice. Nice. Well, good luck with your sleep study. Good luck with that. Oh, thank you, Robin. I try. I really do. I try. I try really hard to be the best point of resource to people as I possibly can. It's the one I showed you. We don't have that collection yet. So y'all have probably not met Mason. Mason has been with us for over a year now. He came October, November of 2024, and he was with us all last year. And this year, in December, I met with him and said, I want to start training you to be the person who makes all of our, like, we don't design a lot of these, okay? Some of these I design myself, not this in particular, but I will draw on my iPad, I'll make up my own thing, I will take elements of other things, like the little coil birdhouses. I took the coil spring off of the Christmas Friends, and I made the heart, I made the clover, I made the birdhouses, and I made the little Easter Friends. So, and I took other people's files that I bought and I merged them together to make what they are, okay? So, I'm trying to teach him how to do that. And so, he has been working on learning all the things so that I have more time. So, I will source the collection, and then I want to be able to send it to another person. I don't want to source the collection, download the file, put it on the thing, make the little boards, test cut it. I don't have time for that anymore. So I need to pass that on. So I have started training Mason, which means it's a little bit longer to get new things done because he's learning. But he is working on the button collection, which currently is cutting on number 2. The sheep is cutting, the church is cutting, cross is cutting so I can craft it, and then there is also a bee. The button bee is cutting, and then he's working on the rest of them. I think there's 13 total. And so he's doing that right now, and there's 1,000 bazillion. There's probably 10,000 buttons, I swear. Anyways, let's talk about this. So, if you ever get kits from us that come like this on a board, these are tabbed, they're pop-out boards, they're kit cards, whatever you want to call them, and they are on a craftable surface that you can leave them in this little board and craft them and then pop them out and assemble them, or you can pop these out and then put them together. So about 2 years ago, we started doing this with some of our kits that you probably have seen. Number one, it's easier to pick this up off of a machine and get things processed quicker. This is now done and in a bag ready to go, versus every single piece has to be picked up off the machine and then put into a bag, to make all of these come off the machine. Number two, we have large openings in our honeycomb where these little pieces like to fall through and get lost. You know what that means? When we cut your kits and we get them ready to ship, if this falls through, we've got to put it on hold, cut the other piece, put it with this, get it back over to your order, hope that your order doesn't get delayed because this piece fell through our machine. So we're trying to think of ways to optimize our cutting, getting things off the machines faster, moving our processing time quicker and quicker and quicker. And we are implementing all kinds of different things to try to make that process go smoother. So these are called, it just depends on who you ask, a kit card or a tabbed board, whatever it is, okay? And this is the set of 3 spring ducks. So your ducks are gonna come like this. There's 3 cards. They're all different sizes, and each piece that is on this card goes with that duck. So all of these pieces go with this one. All of these go with this one, and vice versa, okay? Nothing on here is gonna go with this over here. Now I will tell you, the hyacinth flowers that we have, that kit, it has a little flowery pieces on a card, and those flowery pieces go with the 3 different hyacinth flowers. So there's some exceptions. The trellis with the hummingbird, the little trellis kit with the hummingbird that we released last year, that one has a tabbed piece that goes on other things, so it just varies, okay? But this set is going to come in 3, and you can paint it on the board or you can take the pieces out. I like to pop them out as I go or paint them as I go on the board. It depends on how close things are to each other, and then I just try to keep all of my pieces when I pop them out with a new thing, okay? Use tape when cutting so you don't lose small pieces. I do have 2 tags at 25% power. We cut at 35 speed, 65 power, and we certainly don't have time for tape. Like, I'm just saying, we don't have time for tape. So we have time to tab our materials one time. This cuts and it's tabbed all the time. We don't have to go back and do any tape. We used to do the tape, painter's tape. We did the masking tape. We did all the things, and it does not work for the time that we need to spend on manufacturing. So we tab our pieces. If they're not like this, you'll see them in another way. Let's see. I don't think I have anything to show you as an example, but we use tabs in our system. But there's no wrong answer. We just don't do it any other way. Alrighty, so let's get our wax paper and our surfaces ready. Let's get us a plate. I'm going to go over my colors that I have picked for this craft. I've got some sponges here that we're going to use. I love the ducks too. Alright, so we have bleach sand. We have cocoa in case I'm going to do any shading. We have 3 yellows. Moon yellow, baby duck, and golden straw. We have 4 blues because I don't remember which blue I used on the summer ducks for the little water puddle, so I'm going to try something a little bit different with this. So I have these 3 blues. We have baby blue. We have colonial blue. These 2 I couldn't remember. One is ocean blue and one is crisp blue. So it's going to be one of those. And then we have 2 purples. Purple Petal and Wild Orchid. I really like these from yesterday, so I'm going to incorporate these into the umbrella of our duck. And then we have our green of choice is Light Avocado, and we have our 2 oranges for the beak and the feet. And that is Spiced Pumpkin and Burnt Orange. So those are our colors that we are going to use today. I'm going to leave all of this stuff sitting over here because the first thing we're going to do is paint our ducks. So we're going to use, let's use, this is baby duck, moon yellow, and golden straw. So I'm thinking, let's go with, maybe let's go with baby duck and golden straw. So we're going to put this on a plate. Let me shake this up again because I feel like this is not quite the consistency that I would like. It's kind of chunky. Golden straw here, and so there is a contrast in the 2, and then this one's moon yellow. Not going to use that. All right, so we're going to take out this little duck here. Okay, we're just going to pop it out gently, and there's a hand. I'm going to leave these in here for right this moment, and I'll come back to those. So we're going to pop that one out, and then we'll come back. All right, so we're going to do a base coat. of yellow over the whole thing. So we're gonna do the baby duck. Oh, I cannot wait to see what you do with yours. All right, so let's do baby duck. I'm gonna put my glasses on because I can't see. Oops. Now I'm gonna be using a makeup sponge for this. You are absolutely welcome to use a paintbrush. There's no wrong answer to the tools that you use. Just want to say hi, hello Denise, hello, hello. How are you? This might take a couple coats. We're gonna do the whole thing. It's gonna be really easy. So if you feel intimidated, like there's a lot of pieces here, don't feel intimidated. It's actually a lot easier than you think. So, duck number 1, covered. All right, let's come in to here and do the hair. And then the little hand. So now I'm going to set this one over here with this, and we're going to do the next base coat on the next one. So I'm going to pop out this little guy. Well, I swear it is so hot in here. And then we have the hair right there. All right, let's do the next guy. And we don't want to paint the stem, so we want to be really careful about that. Baby duck is a really cute color. The flower's going to cover, so if we get paint on there, it'll be okay. There is a little wing that goes over this, so we have to paint that too. Alright, so this one's done. Let's grab this and let's do our wing. And then our little hair. The rest of these are water droplets, and then our flower. Okay, so this one can now go back with that, and I'm going to set it over to this side. And now we have this one. So I'm going to pop this little guy out. And then let me go ahead and do the hair over here. Little hand. Alright, that one's done. Alright, now we're going to paint our duck. And we have the umbrella that goes over the top of this, so we don't really have to be super cautious about how we paint that. Alright, so we're going to do all of this. Need to be careful about our little umbrella thing. Stand. You're coloring while you watch. You know what? I thought about getting a, I watched some people on TikTok who do these, they use the markers that we craft with, they use those in their coloring books, and they use like alcohol markers and different things like that, and I'm like, those look like so much fun. And so I thought about getting some of those to do with the grandkids. I will come back in here and fix the little umbrella hole that goes through the hand, but for right now, this is fine. All right, so we've got that one done. All right, now we're gonna come back over here to this one. You just keep repeating the steps. So I have my little duck here. I'm gonna do the second coat on the hair. And then I'm going to do the second coat on the little arm here. And let me go ahead and do these, and I'm going to tell you why. I'm going to go ahead and do the second coat on the things that are not going to have another color over them, because I'm going to add another color to this sponge. Go ahead and do the wing as well. That one will stay there. That one there. Let's do this one. I like to second coat my stuff sometimes. Back to this one, and this one, and this one. So I'm going to quickly do another coat of the baby duck, and then we're going to do our edges with the darker color. Just want a good base coat. All right, coat number 2. Number 3 or 2 on this one. Coverage is so much better. I'll have to sand the legs because I got out of the lines. I'm going to dry this one because it looks like it's still a little wet. Y'all, this yellow is vibrant. This is a power yellow. It's the perfect color though. Looks pretty good. Now, if you've never done this before, allow me to introduce you to how I create a little like distressed edge with like an ombre. So I have my yellow sponge, or my yellow paint is on my sponge. I'm going to add a darker shade to the top part of the sponge and keep the lighter yellow at the bottom. So I'm going to dip the top of my sponge in the golden straw. And you can see that this is what we're trying to do here. We're going to take the bottom and we're going to scoop it into the lighter color, and we're going to create that ombre on our sponge. So now when we apply it, we have a darker and a lighter, and we just go all the way around the edge. So we're going to come right around here. We're just going to go around, like so, to create us a a little dimension with our little duck. Get too much, you can always take your lighter color more to the edge and blend it out, and then you can bring your darker color back. It's very subtle, it's not like over the top. Okay. Just come back around right there. So we have a little bit of something happening to our duck. Now we're going to do the same thing to our wing, except we're going to pop our wing out of here now, but you could do that to begin with. And we're going to go back into our golden straw, tap along, scoop the bottom color is the baby duck, and we're going to tap that along. Just like that. Now we're going to go along the edge. Of our little wing. So when we lay it over the top, now our little wing has some character. Done. Let's do the next one. Okay, so again, we're going to go into the golden straw at the top of our sponge, and I'm just holding it at an angle and scooping it along the top. Going into the baby duck, scooping it along the bottom, just so you can see now the two colors along the bottom. And then I'm going to go in a straight line back and forth, blending it into my sponge. Let's see, let's try one more time. There we go. And we're gonna go with the darker part along our edge and the lighter in the middle. So we're gonna tap along our edge, come all the way around to the bottom, come all the way up, and then back around. So now this one has the sides, and then we're going to sand these. We're going to sand them down. So that one is finished. Now we're going to do this guy. Same thing. I'm going to try to use what's already in my sponge. There we go. Go back over it. You want to blend it a little more. So we've got this one, here's our wing. We have this one right here, and they all have a little shading. It's golden straw. That's good. Alright, so all our little ducks are in a row. And this was the sponge. So I used one sponge to do all of our ducks with two colors. One single tool. And I used two different colors. We're going to sand it. We're going to give it all the attention that it needs. Two colors. One sponge. You won't get good at this until you practice. The best practice you could do is on the back of them before you start the front of them. So if you've never done this before, take one of them or something in general, get you two colors, like see how my shades are different, and you're gonna layer your sponge with like an ombre, and then you're just gonna go along your edge. You're just going to practice going along your edge. You want to do your base coat first of the lightest color. Just practice. All right, so what's next? Let's do our oranges. We're going to use the spiced pumpkin. Burnt orange. That's this one. So we have two different colors. This is way too much paint, y'all. And we're going to do our feet. So, and our beaks. So we got our beaks and our feet. So our feet I'm going to do with the burnt orange. Our beak we're going to do with the spiced pumpkin and our golden straw. So we're going to do these two combos and these two combos. And let's do our beaks first. And I think I'm going to cut this sponge in half. We're going to base coat our beaks with spiced pumpkin first. Let me move all of these out of the way. So this one's done, this one's done, and that one's done. All right, let's do our beaks. Ahead and do our little beak, the base coat of the spiced pumpkin. Do this next little beak over here, the spiced pumpkin. I should probably pop this out. Get this beak over here. Okay. So we've got all three of our beaks are spiced pumpkin. We're going to take at the bottom of our sponge, we're going to get the let's do the baby duck color. Get a little you contact me about your order, email me. If you go to the shop, all the information is there. Alright, so now we've got the lighter color at the bottom and the darker at the top. So we're going to take this, little piece out of here so that I don't get anything on it, and our little hair. Looks like candy corn. It kind of does. Alright, those two pieces go with the umbrella one. This one over here. Alright, so we're going to do really light color. Oops. Let's dry that and see how it looks. Let me get some spiced pumpkin. Some baby duck. There we go. Now this one goes on our little umbrella ducky. Just like so. So it's a little lighter up underneath and a little darker on the top. We've got our little arm, we've got our little hair, and then we'll go on to our feet. So let's do the next beak. Pop this hair out to go with the little sitting one over here. And then I'm going to pop out the little water droplet because I don't want to get anything on it. And we're going to do this one. So we're going to do spiced pumpkin, baby duck, two colors. So we have the lighter at the bottom, and now we're going to feather that over the top and like move our little sponge down just a little. this one, same thing. Our little beak goes on our little duck, just like so. It just has a little shading to it. If you're not good at shading, this is just a really easy way that you can do it, and for you to practice. All right, next is this beak. So I'm gonna pop out this stand. We're gonna do this one. So baby duck on the bottom, spice pumpkin on the top. Same thing. So we're going to start at the top. So it's going to look like this. And then we're going to keep going side to side. And then we're going to slowly work our hand downward as we go into where the yellow is. Just to create the gradient. Because it's like a smaller piece. You're not going all around the diameter of it. It's like a smaller little area. Try this one. And none of them will probably look exactly the same. Alright, we've got this little ducky here. And we've got this little ducky's beak. So now our little ducks are coming together. So we've got some shading on the outer edges, shading on this one's outer edge. So far we've got our 3 little ducks and our little beaks completed. Now we want to do our feet. This one has the feet on there. This one has the feet on the front. So we're going to do the feet on the front first. It is not a heavy heat gun, no. Now you can do the same color sponge if you want to. I'm going to do the spice pumpkin here for my feet. And we're just going to do around the edge just a little bit with the burnt orange. It's like the bottom of the feet. This is like kind of like a side view, I guess. All right, we're gonna come into our burnt orange just a little bit, not even like a whole lot. Some orange. That was a lot. Alright, so we got our orange. Let's take out our little water droplet. And that one goes with the umbrella one. We might need a little bit more. I like to press it into my sponge. So it's like the bottom of the foot has got a little shading to it. And let's do this one. Right and orange. Spice pumpkin. And press, press, press to blend. And we're going to do the same thing over here. Just a little smidgen. All right, for this one, we're gonna come back to our beak sponge, and we're going to take this one and grab our spice pumpkin. We're gonna grab our baby duck. We're gonna load this one up. I let my sponge dry. Stick my finger in that. So we're gonna come up to our little line here. Add us a little of that yellow to the base. And we're essentially going to just go over the top of this. I'm just going to add a little bit of that orange there. And we're going to come in to the bottom with our darker shade, like along the ground area. And I'm going to come back up here with my yellow. We just gave it like a little ombre. So we got a little light yellow into a little orange and then to like a little darker part. Okay, so here's our beak. So we got our little beak for this guy. This has got the flowers. So the flowers is here. And next thing is our green and our flowers and the parts that go on our flowers and our grass area. So our little legs are done. All of our ducks are done with the exception of like the eyes, the cheeks, the finishing, all the things. All right, this one has no feet sitting, so it's done. And it gets this little water droplet. This one is done. Okay, you can save your sponges if you want to do that. I have my other one sitting over here. Okay, and then we also have our stand that goes with this one. And then this guy here has the umbrella, and it has the umbrella, the post, the water droplets, the stand, all the duck parts are completely done. Alright, so let's go ahead and do the umbrella part and the little post, and we're going to do our water last. We're going to do like our flowers on both of these, and then our umbrella here, and all of our water parts will be last. So, like our little puddles. So we're going to do purple on here, and I have two purples. I've got Wild Orchid, and then I also have Purple Petal. So I'm thinking, why not do a purple and cream striped umbrella? And we will not use the Wild Orchid. We will use the Purple Petal. And these are cut all the way through, so you can pop them out and paint them individually. So that's what we are going to do here. And if you're not sure, you're going to be able to keep these in order. Get you a pencil and number them 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 from the back side. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then put an arrow going this way. That way you keep everything in order, and when you flip it over, this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Or, you know what, that's just how I did mine. So I'm going to pop these apart. So we're going to have 1 color, 2 color, 1 color, 2 color, 1 color. We're going to do all 3 of these, the purple color, and we're going to do these 2 the white color, which is going to be bleached sand. And we're just going to use our your order that hasn't arrived. Did you check your emails for tracking? Oh, I can't check it right here. All of the orders from December 31st are all shipped. They shipped 2 days ago. So I don't know. I don't know if they're, like, I checked everything. I could have very well missed something. But our processing is 14 days. So on the 13th day, I was like, we need to be making sure that everything is out the door. But I checked it. Now, I'm not saying that something didn't happen, I'm not saying that that didn't happen, but be sure to check your email, because we email all of your tracking numbers, and you can also see all of your order information in the shop in your account. But the Facebook comments would not be the place to do that. So Rochelle, the place to get support for your order is not in the Facebook comments. It would be to send me an email so that I can manage you directly, because I feel like I'm not able to give you properly what you need while I'm sitting here crafting on Facebook. So send me an email, and then I will address it when I am finished. So I think let's do one more over this right here. So Rochelle, when you place an order, we send you an order confirmation. In that order confirmation email is your receipt, and there's information in a text block that says what to do about, like, how long it takes, how to contact us, all of the things for support are in your email address. It's already been sent to you. Like, Debbie posted my email address in the comments, in the thread. It's there. You can also go to shopthemakersmap.com, and there's a little chat box at the very bottom of the shop that you can go get an email back from there too. Julie Hunter, your order shipped late. And I'm pretty sure you probably know why your order shipped late. I'm pretty sure your order was absolutely besides Sylvia Pepper's order, it was probably the most kits in an order I think I've ever seen. It was a lot. If I'm correct, I'm pretty sure. Yours was delayed, like, I think 2 days. Because I remember me and April were talking about it. All right, so we're going to do this little cream color, which is bleach sand. Heck, I'm going to put Debbie Owen in the call center that we don't have. Thank you, Debbie, for helping. I appreciate it. All right, so we've got a little purple and white umbrella. And we can also just follow our pattern to see how it goes together. Just like so. There's our little umbrella. I'm probably going to need a second coat on these. And then let's do our little umbrella post the same color. We do have machines running. There are 2 machines running. We sure do. All right, so we're gonna go right down the line there. So there's a hand that goes over this, and there's a line there, and then this foot is gonna cover that, so I just painted straight down. So like this is going to go right over like that. And then our foot's gonna go over there too. All right, let me do the second coat on this one. The noise, yeah, we always have the machines running for the most part. Number 2 is cutting 1,000 bazillion buttons right now. Oh, you know what I think I forgot to do? Hang on. Forgot to do the reduced background noise. All right, number 3 is done, so now number 2 is the only one running. And I'm here by myself. So everybody's gone home for the day. We have Crafty Crate, so I will be here until we're done with the Crafty Crate. And so figured we could see what we could get cut. These things really need to run like 24/7. You would like to see all those buttons on the board? Hold on, I'll show you. You won't believe it. It's not just buttons. It's a lot of buttons. Yeah, so number 1 is done. It's got a green light. Number 2 is running. Number 3 is done. And number 4 is done. And this is, remember I told you I was going to do the, whatchamacallit? The little spring houses we glued together. So here is buttons. Here is buttons. Here is buttons. Here is buttons. And there is buttons. So this is the cross with the buttons. I told Mason, cut me this so I can craft this one. The bee is new. The sheep, whoops. The sheep in there is new. And then this one is also a sheep. So I have 2 sheep so I can craft the sheep. And then I had him cut me a second church so that I could craft that one. And then we've got this cute little lamb. We've got these 2 coming. Super cute. And then this one is, yeah. So all of these buttons had to be cut. I don't know how many are there. There's a lot of buttons. There's a ton of them. But this is what I'm talking about. This is the cross with the buttons. It's cute. Super duper cute. Oh, let me flip this back around. Get you back up on here. Oops. And let's finish what we're doing. Zoom you out just a little bit. Oh, see? Number 2's done now. Numero 2. When I get home, here's the thing. I usually have headphones in. I usually have headphones. We all have, everybody here wears headphones. We don't really hear a lot of this, but when I have to be on here like this, I can't be listening to something else while I'm crafting. I'll never be able to concentrate on 2 different things. But everyone here wears headphones and they really don't hear it. But when I'm crafting, it's pretty noticeable. I can hear it. They're super cute. I'm excited. I'm really excited. All right, so we did the top of that. Now let's put these on here. Our little purple umbrella. We might add polka dots to it. That would be cute. And we'll glue that on. There's a little water droplet that goes there. And the rest of this is the stand and water. All right, let's do this one. And this one's going to get green, yellow. We'll probably do the golden straw for the yellow. We're going to do white flowers. All right, and that's bleach sand. It's not quite bright white, but it's bleach sand. So we're going to do all of this. And we'll do our green. Oh, these are really super easy to do. The ducks are really cute. So last year I didn't get the ducks released in time, but we did release the summer ducks. Yo, I gotta take my sweater off. It is so hot in here. Oh gosh. You're getting everything ready? I have all my colors ready. I feel like I need a personal fan. All right, so that one is white, and then that stand goes with that. And then we're gonna do the flower on this one white. And that's right there. You can pick your own color flower. You could do different colors. I'm just doing white ones. I think that's going to be cute. And then this will be green. And then the yellow center on that. Okay, next, let's cut us up another sponge here. Let's get our green, which is, I believe, light avocado. Yes, light avocado. Let's go ahead and do this one. Should cover what I just did. Yeah, it should cover it. All right, so green on there, and then green on this one. I'm gonna pop out this one and this one and this one and the little hair, because I'm just going to paint the stem. That goes with that. Can go in the trash. Actually, let's just go ahead and pop this out. Okay, just go ahead and paint it. Oh, and then our grass down here is going to be green. The flower covers all of this, so you can just paint all of it. Our grass, but you can do your grass a different color if you want. I'm just choosing to do this one. It is super cute. Thank you. I don't know what that was. Do those two. I'm going to go back over this one really quick. Just want to be a little bit darker. Cute. Okay, nothing else. That gets nothing. This has got everything done. We're done with our green. Then we're going to do our golden straw for our little centers of our flowers, which is the darker of the yellows. So I'm just going to use this one to go right over this. And you'll be able to see the difference in the two colors beside each other. Get my little tool. Put too much paint on the little circles on the flowers. Okay. So that one is done with the exception of the water and the water droplets. Everything is completed here. For this one. All right, let's swap this one. We're going to do the center of this flower right here. Go over this. These are so much fun. All right, the rest of it's water. And then this one has nothing. Don't even need to worry about it. So that one is done. Now we're going to work on our water, which is going to be really interesting because I am not exactly sure how I did the summer ducks and their water. So we're just going to figure it out and do our absolute best. And I am going to get another plate. Just for the blues. And I'm pretty sure I used crisp blue or ocean blue, but what I really want to do is do a different shade of water. And I thought about doing colonial blue and baby blue with a smidge of maybe this, but I'm like, I really want to go with a lighter, not so like vibrant blue for our water and do like a softer shade. So I'm going to try it. Never done it before. We're going to figure it out. So this is colonial blue. Okay. And this is baby blue. And then we're also going to grab our bleached sand. just in case we need to change the shade. All right, so we're gonna do the whole baby blue. I'm gonna do all of the colors baby blue. So every water droplet will be this color. Here it's going to be this color. Again, I have no idea how it's going to turn out. No clue. But you don't know until you know. Could be cute. We'll find out. All right, we have another little water droplet right here. I'm just going to stick back in the little opening. Get some more of this blue. I want it to be colorful. Our stand. Which is this one. I feel like I just stuck my hand in it. Oh, maybe not. All right, base color for this one, done. For our little ducks. Let's do the next one, which would be this guy. We're going to do the same thing. Our little water droplets, water droplet. I feel like it looks way more blue on camera than it is in person. But you gotta trust the process. Let's get some more blue. That's done. All right, let's move on to the next one, which is, oh, we have a water droplet here. Oh, it goes with this one. Stick that over there. All right, and then over here, we have this. Is just the stand. It's like a puddle. There's no other water bits to this one. All right, let's see what's going to happen next. I'm going to do it on this one so I can test it and see. We might be in for a surprise. it's such a, it's like once it dries down, it looks kind of like a puddle of water. It's cute. All right. So on here, my goal was to take this colonial blue along the edge, this along the bottom, and to do something a little different than what we had done before. I think once I sand it, it'll be okay. I don't know that I'm going to do that with a little water droplets. I might do some of the lighter color to make like a highlight blue with the little water droplets, but I am going to do it with the stands because I think it'll look really good to have a contrast here. So let's go around our edge just like so. All the way around. Just like that. Let's get the next one over here. You know, you can do yours however you like, but you just never know until you know. Okay, now let me make one more sponge, but a half sponge with a lighter blue for our little water droplets. All right, let's come in. Oh man, of course I did. Dropped it right in there. Come in with the lighter blue and then the bleach sand. Let's see about I don't know how I feel about that. This is going to go on here like so. I think we should just keep it the blue. Let's just do the blue. Let's just leave it very one-dimensional. It'll be okay. All right, change of plans. We're not going to do that. All right, everything seems to be painted. I tried something, I learned something, I don't like it, I'm not going to do it. But I am going to sand everything, and I think it will be just fine the way that it turns out. So I painted this one first, so that can go there. I think this one goes here. Let's go ahead and do this one, and I'll make sure everything's dry. Let's grab our sandpaper. and assemble. And then we'll add the little details to our duck. And then you can throw away your little shell. You don't really need this anymore. I think it looks fine. It looks fine. It looks just fine. I am going to paint or color the edge of these little tabs. That is a little on my nerves. I just have a little brown marker, like an alcohol marker. And wherever that little tab spot is, I'm just going to go over it so you don't even know that it was there. It's on the bottom. You really don't even need that. Alrighty, so let's go ahead and get our glue. Start gluing it together. Okay, so that one goes there. Yes, let's glue that one to here. Bigger one. I like the way I did the water this time. It's just a little different. And this gets glued behind your duck. Here we go. Now, let's do our little flower. Do little extra stuff to your flowers if you want to give it a little extra detail. I'm just going to glue on the center right there. And then we're going to sand our duck. We're going to get some cute little cheeks. Wing. let's go ahead and glue on our flower. All right, how's it go? How's it go? It goes like that. Super cute. Little hair. Almost done. We're getting close. These are so adorable. Another thing you can do is paint your edges if you want to. It's completely up to you if you decide to do that. It's not necessary, but you can. All right, I did not paint the hair with an additional color. But we are going to do the eyes. Our little eyebrows. So we're going to do our eyebrows. I'm doing them black. Let's do the cheeks before we do the eyes. Oh, wrong side. I'm gonna do super big pink cheeks because this little duck is so glad it is spring. Just like me. Not that it's spring yet, it's not even close, but I'm hopeful for spring. Oh, messed up the top of the eye. All right, let's do the little smile. And then we'll put on our little beak. And for our beak, we're going to do this brown color along this line. Just for the little separation. And then let's do little brown bits on our flower. And then we'll do little white in the eyes. glue on our wing. And we'll glue on our beak. What to use for the blush? This is from Amazon. It's Wet n Wild. The color is Pinch Me Pink. But you can get blush anywhere. You can get it at a dollar store. I didn't feel like going to the dollar store because our dollar store is terrible. I hate going in that place. So I just went to Amazon where I could order from home and have it shipped to my house, and I just paid extra. I just paid extra, so I did not have to go to the dollar store. You know, for some people, it's just worth it. This is Jelly Roll 10. Jelly Roll 10. And this one is a archival ink calligraphy pen. And it is a Pentel sign pen. And it's just look up Pentel archival calligraphy pen. It's in my Amazon shop too. All right, so we're going to stick our little duck in the stand, just like so, and we're going to put our water behind and glue it in there. Let's see. I'm going to glue in our little water to the back. Oh, that is adorable. So let's go ahead and glue in our duck. Edge, stick it in there. Let's let it dry just for a few seconds, and then we'll glue on the back piece to the back. And you can add a little bit of glue on the bottom and just position it on and drop it down to the back. And I'll show you what it looks like. The color of the water is super cute. It looks like a really soft pastel puddle. Definitely not a petal, but a puddle. And this is our cute little duck in a little water puddle. And then it glues on to the back side like that. I will probably touch up the edge of this with some paint with a brush here in a minute, but for right now, we just want to get this stuff assembled. So let's come over here to the next one, which is our duck with the umbrella. And again, you're just rinsing and repeating. You're just sanding all the things, and then you're assembling it. Or you're skipping the sanding. It's up to you. Okay, that's empty. You can toss it. We're going to sand. This is a little bit of the time-consuming part, the sanding part. Water droplets. I love the ducks too. Thank you, Liz. Let's do the water puddle. Thank you, Connie. There's a little spot right there on the foot, but I'm not going to worry about it. It'll be fine. This little foot. Well, I told you I would do the spring ducks today, and I thought, you know, we have this weather coming. I don't know how much of the weather we're going to get, but I am over winter. I'm so over winter. I'm ready for my pool to be ready to get in and swim. And I think that there are people who just, like, they don't want summer to ever come. And I don't want winter to ever come. I just not here for it. Such a dark, depressing, and I do mean dark. It's just dark by 5 o'clock. Love spring, because I know that means summer's coming. It's just, my mental health loves summer. That's all I can say. You're over it too, not looking forward to the ice storm here. Well, I've been watching the weather. I've just been looking to see, like, I'm supposed to travel on Sunday and Sunday and Monday, and I'm like, we're traveling down into Florida and across and over like the coast, but some areas might get the tail end of it, and I'm like, but how long is it gonna last? Is it gonna melt? You know what I'm saying? Renee, girl, I whoever gets together with, you know, Mother Nature and is like, we should plan this for the weekend, they need to start making new plans. And I mean that to be, like, funny. You know, we all know that the weather does what it wants. All right, sand our little duck. Let's do our little eyebrows. "26 degrees in Ohio. Well, stay warm, girl. We got to do our cheeks. So cute. So cute. Yo, I had 2 soft tacos from Taco Bell today. And I do not remember my taco shell ever, like my tortilla, ever being toasted. Like, I wonder if that's a new thing. Or maybe I just didn't know that it's toasted. It was, like, toasted. I was like, it's just different. All right, let's get our beak. Let's do our little brown line through the beak. Oh, where? 18 degrees in Michigan. Y'all can keep y'all's weather. Love you, but you can keep it. I'm okay. I'm good. You can see the difference in the color when you sand it. It gets a little lighter. I sanded a little too much. Your low is 18, something definitely wrong here. Ours was like 23 maybe. Last I checked, it was like 20, in the 20s. Jane, in the negative temperatures. But it is cold. That cold weather. All right, I'm pretty sure everything has been sanded and it is ready to go. Let's do our little eye twinkles. Let's glue our umbrella first. So let's start there. Let's do 2 of those to get it started. And this is number 1. So this is the first one. We just want to get it lined up along our edge. Do your best, Amber, to get it on there. It's off even by a little. You can shift all of them. Not what I was expecting. All right, next one is 2. That's this one. Then the middle is 3. This is 4. And then 5. Super cute little pink, purple and white umbrella. And then we'll put the hair. It goes right there. Cute, cute. And then our little beak. Am I painting the top of the umbrella? Probably not tonight. Probably not. Because after I get done with this, I have to like reset this whole area for the crafty crate. And I probably am not going to have time to do any of the extra little things. But at least we'll get this crafted. And I think that one might go there. No, that one doesn't go there. Maybe this one goes there. Yes, that one goes there. Little water droplet. A little umbrella. All right, the little hand holding it. I mean, essentially, if I had time, I would do every square inch of all of it. But for the purpose of just getting these painted, I just didn't do the top. But you could totally do that. And then our little feet. Oh, I know what I was going to do. The line here. And here. For like the body, like the belly part. All right, and then this foot goes here. Precious little ducks. Well, thank you. Thank you, thank you. You just don't want to glue over your little tab area. Here we go. All right. Let's let that dry while we glue on our water droplets. That would be this one. In single digits. It's always colder here in the evening and like kind of coldish in the mornings. Glue on our water to the back over this one. Okay. Cannot see what I'm doing. All right, let's let it dry. We have one more to do. And depending on what time it is that I get done with this, I might go around and do like the outer edge of our water because it's kind of noticeable. But for the most part, like it's super cute. And I will do the edge of the bottom of this. All right, so here is what this one looks like with the umbrella. That one can go right there. And now we're going to do this last guy right over here. Alrighty. Making pretty good time. And our little flowers. Where are they tabbed? Pretty sure. Oh, right here. All right. Done with that. Okay. All right, let's sand it all down. So if you want to check out the ducks, they're in the spring collection. There might be a keyword if you comment the word ducks. There might be an automation that takes you to all, like the search keyword, like the search of ducks. But these are in the spring collection. They are the spring set of ducks, and you get 3 of them. I really love the water. I'm glad I didn't. I'm glad I didn't change my mind, and I was like, I'm gonna try it, see what happens. And I really love how it turned out. That's done. And our grass. This grass goes in the back. Beak. And holding our flowers. Sky. Here. They're precious. Thank you. Thanks. I think they're cute too. Oh, you'll be in Florida for a month? Oh my gosh. I don't know what I would do if I was able to like go to Florida for a month. I would be so ecstatic. I hope you have a blast. I am jealous. Although I would just want to go in the summer. Maybe not in February, but that is the thing about me. I can endure the cold so that I can have the summer. All right, so we're going to do our cheeks. Let's do our little cheeks. Our little eyeballs. So our super, super big pink cheeks. eyebrows. And y'all, there's 100 ways you could probably do these little ducks. Do little white ducks, brown ducks. Whatever you want to do. You could do them colored. There we go. All right, let's get our brown into our little line here. Slide over here. It just gives your body some dimension. Oh, and then our little beak. Our little line through here. Let's glue it. Yo, my back is like for sure needing a break. This lays over the top of this one. Almost got my finger stuck. Let's go ahead and glue this on. So quiet in here, so peaceful. Adorable. we're going to glue our grass to the backside. It's definitely time to stretch. Oh, I am so tired today. Thank you, Dawn. Thank you. I'll have enough time to go probably around the base to clean it up, but I don't know if I'll have time to like do the umbrella or like any of the other things. I was afraid that was going to happen. So the blue that I used on the edge is the Colonial Blue. It's this one. Started leaning. All right, let me get a paintbrush here. We're going to come into the Colonial Blue. We're not going to do this one. We're going to start with one that is already basically done. And we're just going to go around the bottom of our stand. Just to kind of clean it up, make it a little more presentable. May not even need to go all the way around, but just for the sake of this, I'm just going to do it. You can paint all of your edges. You could leave all of your edges. But this set is really cute. I hope you guys go grab this one. Get ready to craft it for spring. Do a little bit of that lighter blue. This is where you can spend the time or not spend the time. You could do it before you assemble or after. Just go all the way around. I don't want to get it on my duck, but I feel like I just did. Oh, maybe not. But now my little water, it feels more finished. So cute. All right, let's do the front of this one. I think it's probably dry enough now because we just got to do the base of this. You know, take your time, have fun, do what you want. Super cute, super cute. Let's do this one. And I'm just kind of mixing in the lighter blue into this. Wait till you see how it looks. This combo for the water is fantastic. I'm glad I did not incorporate that other blue. I'm pretty sure that's what I used last time. I think it's great for summer, but for spring, I like this softer color. Wow. Shelly, that's crazy. Well, hopefully, every time I think of like snow and weather like this, I always think about like power outages, down power lines, people who don't have heat or whatever. And I think, man, can't we just get the whole, like, I don't know if it's possible to have everything kind of underground, but you know, that would probably help a lot. Our power to our house is underground, but it's not coming to our house. It's not. Somebody said that 2 inches of ice was like so many hundreds of pounds of ice on a tree branch. I can't remember what the quote actually was, but I was reading that. I was like, dang, that's a lot. Sounds dangerous. Sounds dangerous. All right. Okay, I'm going to try and do the umbrella with the little bit of time I have. And that was, whoops, that was Purple Petal. Do the edge of that there. Oh goodness. Trying to do this little line here is very challenging. I know that I'm going to be able to get the rest of this. Probably not. Because this one's over the duck's face. But I'm going to attempt it. Yeah, I should have not attempted it. Put some yellow in there. You can totally see it. this is why I typically do not paint the edges of things. Number one, I personally just don't care. Like, I don't mind that my edges aren't painted. Some people do. I'm also like, then I have to paint all the pieces and all the edges, and then it's easier to paint that when it's layered, like when it's glued on. But for the sake of this, I mean, it is what it is. Then I have to go and clean up my mess. Oh, this one's got, let me see if I can come in from the back side. And the backs, I'm not that OCD. I very easily come to accept things that I'm super challenged with, and I think it's because well, I've worked on my patience. I do have quite a bit of patience. I just am like, you know, for me, I'm good. I'm good. I don't need all the, you know. If I had all the time in the world, I probably would. I'm not saying anyone has all the time in the world, but I will say that this does not give me joy. This does not give me joy. It looks cute, but I'm like, that was so extra. So extra. I ain't doing another thing. I'm not finishing anymore. I'm going to attempt to try to do the top of the umbrella that I missed. But that is literally it. And then I got it on the purple. So, oh well, it's fine. It's fine. That's why it takes me so long to finish a kit. Look, girl, that's buying you time. That gives you activities to do. Me, I'm like, I want to do it all of the thing in the time I'm sitting here. I don't want to have to spend another day on it because I got new ideas. I got new things I want to do. I got fresh new stuff on my to-do list. Now, if I was just sitting here by myself and I had like no agenda, nothing, I would spend all the time in the world on all of the details. I would paint every piece, every edge. I would make it look like they were real ducks. But I don't have that kind of time in my life. But I think these turned out so cute. So much fun. All right, I am going to get my little stand. I'm gonna show you how they turned out. I'm gonna put my little ducks up here. We got these two, and then we got this one right here. So adorable. Move all these little paints out of the way. I didn't even use the cocoa. So I'm going to tell you what I didn't use, and then I'm going to tell you what I did use. I did not use any of these colors right here. None of those. So those are going to go back. I did use these. So let me tell you what I used really quick before I show you. We used Spice Pumpkin, and we used Burnt Orange. Both of these done. We used 2 yellows. We used golden straw and baby duck. So fitting. We used a light avocado, one of my favorites. We also used the baby blue and colonial blue for the water. And then we used bleach sand, which you could use white if you want to. And I also used purple petal. And let me show you how these turned out. Let me take you off the little stand. Zoom out. Whoops. And look at these. Let me turn my little light on. Where's the little light switch? Okay, a little bit more light. So here's how our petal looks and our little umbrella. Here's how this one looks down here. And then here's how this one looks. And then here's how they all kind of look together, little sitting on this little shelf. Super cute. I don't have a very good overhead angle, so I'll bring this one up top so you can see how it looks. I love the super pink cheeks. And I like the little sassy smile that they have. It's like, it's about daggone time. Look at me over here in my little puddle, splashing. Don't you tell me not to splash in my puddle. This one over here is like, thank goodness it's time to garden. Oh my gosh. It's so cute. And then this guy is like, you know, a little rain never hurt anyone, but I am blocking the sun. So cute. All right, so these are the spring ducks. It's a set of 3. You get all 3 of these, and they come on those cards that are tabbed. And I just picked some colors that I thought I would like for them. I did mine yellow. Some people have done their ducks brown or white or whatever it may be. You could do your umbrella a different color. You can do your flowers different. It's whatever you want to do. You can do your water completely different. It would be so cute to do the blue crushed glass with the resin over the top of this, so it looks kind of like sparkly moving water. But that's a whole nother project for another day. But these are really cute, and I do hope that you check them out. They are in the spring collection. They are currently in the newest collection, so you can comment the word fresh. That's the keyword for the newest collection. You can comment the word bloom for spring. The spring collection keyword is bloom. And I believe there may or may not be a keyword for the word ducks, but I'm not quite certain. Could be. And if it is the keyword and you get a message from Facebook that says, check out our duck collections here, then it will just pull up the shop in anything that has the keyword ducks. Oh, lily pad will be super cute too. I don't design these, so these are not something I did, but a little lily pad would be so cute. You could certainly do that. These little green things don't have to be puddles. You can make them a lily pad and then have little water splashing off of them. Sure. Absolutely. All right. So today is Thursday. We have the crafty crate. So I will be here until that's done. I'll be back tomorrow. And I'm not really sure we're going to craft tomorrow, but we'll craft something. But I told you guys, if I could come on here today and craft with you before our crafty crate, I would. If you do not get our subscription box, this is what you're missing out on for the month of January. It's a really cool, like, you can use it like a leaner. It's really fun. It says Hello Spring. It's like a palette board sign. And it has this little, like, attachments for the top and the bottom. This little grassy area here. The sign says Hello Spring. So cute. So this is what we're going to craft tonight. I love it. I think it's so fun. And it would be so cute sitting with the ducks. Like, just like propped up, just kind of sitting with the ducks. So cute. How many times can I say so cute? Countless times. So y'all be blessed, be inspired. Go check out the shop. Happy Thursday. Thank you for being here. I will download this video. I will upload it to our showcase. I am a few days behind on getting things into the showcase because I've been working on new stuff. And I'm really excited. Let's go actually see really quick how our button crafts cut on our laser machine. Let's see. So we've got our little sheep here. And this is a 10 by 10 or an 11 by 11 little sheep. These are all the buttons that go with the sheep. And then we put an easel stand with all of these. This is the church with a little easel and those buttons. And then there is the cross. Let's craft the cross tomorrow. And we've got our bee, and then we have another sheep, so I could do the sheep. And then the rest of this collection will cut tomorrow. But we tabbed all of your buttons. That way you can paint them individually if you want to, and then pop them out of your board. I know there's some other people who are selling these kits, and their buttons may not come like this, but our buttons will come tabbed like this. And then if you have any buttons left over, you can just leave them in your little board and like save it. But yeah, you can paint them on here, and all of those tabbed, all of those probably tabbed, which sometimes I'm super nervous about picking up these boards because if something isn't tabbed, it'll fall through. Like, see how that one's not tabbed right there? That one's not tabbed. Because can you imagine trying to pick up all of these off of this machine? Crazy. Crazy, crazy, crazy. So these are coming. Those are, I'm thinking if I go to Mastermind, I'm going to take these with me to craft those. These are the little spring houses I told you about. These are coming soon. These two are also coming. They're not in the shop. Those are adorable. And then we also have this cute little sheep lamb up there. I don't know if you can see that one. So cute. It's going to be a lot of fun. So, thank you for being here. I'm going to run potty. I'm going to get something to drink. I'm going to reset my little area so that we can craft our crafty crate. And then I'll be back on. I have about 20 minutes to do that. So y'all enjoy your evening, and I will see you guys tomorrow.